Hello everyone, it's your boy YXNG J. I'm back again with another audio. It's been a long time. The last time I dropped an audio was, I think it was about 2 months ago. I barely drop audios. All I drop audios when I feel like I need to address some certain important messages or areas in it. So today I'm gonna speak very slowly, and I'm gonna address 2 important areas. And I've got 2 messages for people that are listening to my audio. My first message, I'm going to talk to Marabio and the supporters of the SLPP. And my second audio, I'm gonna throw some shade and some light in. Cause I don't know if you guys noticed about my audios I've dropped in the past. I've never ever talked about anyone in my audios. I've always come and then enlighten you guys about what's happening, the progress about the party, and what's going to happen in the next step. But I've never actually addressed anyone in my audio. So this is going to be the first audio when I'm going to talk about someone. And that particular person is going to be the gentleman that called himself CDA at Tunis, isn't it? I'm just going to address the things he talked about in his interview. And I'm going to talk to Marabio and his supporters, and then I'm going to talk about that guy. But my first message, I just want to speak to Marabio and his supporters. I just want to say, guys, it's not looking good anymore. It's not looking good for you guys. It's not looking good for you guys anymore. It's done. The fight is over. It's just a matter of time. The clock is ticking down on you guys. It's actually, it's sad and it's exciting at the same time. It's sad in the sense that you guys, you have put up a good fight. You have done everything you can to retain power, to hide the fact that Kamara won the election, but you have failed drastically. And the exciting part is that in less than any time from now, the truth is going to come out, and they're going to announce His Excellency, my father, Dr. Samura Kamara, as the president of the Republic of Australia. Any time from now. I don't know if you guys have seen what's currently happening in Venezuela. It's just, I don't know. It's like if you read what's going on in Venezuela, if you see what happened, it just gives you goosebumps. It's like you're reading about Sierra Leone, what happened there in last year. It's exactly the same thing. It's literally the exact same thing. I'm going to read for you guys what happened in a minute. But guys, it's literally the exact same thing. When I'm posting this audio, I'm going to attach the link to what's currently happening in Venezuela. Venezuela is a country in South America, by the way. It's a country in South America. I think they had the election July 28th. I don't know if it's 2023 or 4, but I don't know. But it was in July 28th, innit? And what happened in Venezuela is exactly what happened in Freetown. And the process, how they've come to electoral justice, and they've announced the president actually won the election, is the exact same process, the exact same route we took in Freetown after the June 24th election, 2023. So I'm just going to read for you guys exactly what happened, okay? First of all, I was actually gobsmacked because you guys might be thinking, Sierra Leone is the only country, or ECSL are the only people that are asking for this aggregated result. It's actually, they act like the same thing they asked them for, the same thing they asked for Venezuela, the same Qatar center, the same process, literally the exact same process. So, and if they can get justice here, based on result that the opposition party published, is the same way our Samura Kamara and the APC are going to be celebrating anytime from now. So I'm going to read for you guys exactly the article, okay? What recently happened in Venezuela, and tell me if there's any difference between that and what's currently taking place in Sierra Leone. I'm going to read for you guys exactly what happened. It says the United States applaud the Venezuelan people for their participation in the July 28th presidential election. Despite significant challenges, at least 12 million Venezuelans peacefully went to the polls and exercised one of the most peaceful rights given to the people in any democracy, the right to vote. Unfortunately, the processing of those votes and the announcement of the results by the Maduro-controlled National Electoral Council, which is the CNE, basically it's the same like ECSL, were deeply flawed, yielding an announced outcome that does not represent the will of the Venezuelan people. It's the same thing that happened the day that Kony announced the results. They said ECSL result did not reflect the will of the people. And then they also said that the CNE, which is the same as ECSO, rapid declaration of Nicolas Maduro as the winner of the presidential election came with no supporting evidence. Just like Marabio, there is no evidence. There is no evidence that proved that he won the election. It's just vibes, isn't it? The CNE rapid declaration of Nicolas Maduro as the winner of the presidential election came with no supporting evidence. The CNE still has not published disaggregated data of any of the voting tally sheets. Yes, the same thing they've asked Mohamed Kone and his gang to do. They asked the CNE also to do the same thing, to publish disaggregated results per polling station to prove the winning of the president that was announced. They refused to do it. The same thing Mohamed Kone and his people have done. All right, cool. Despite repeated calls from Venezuelans and the international committee to do so, as the independent Carter Center Observation Mission reported, the CNE's failure to provide the press the president's level official results. See, the same thing that has been going on in Freetown. The people of Sweden have asked for the results per polling station. The international community have done the same thing. So is the Carter Center, and they've all been ignored by ECSL. The same thing that the CNE did as well. They also ignored the international community. They ignored the Venezuelan people, and they ignored the fucking Carter Center. They think by ignoring them, they're going to get over it. But they haven't got over it. That's the same thing what Kone and his ECSL people are doing in Freetown as well. Let's carry on reading. As well as irregularities throughout the process, have stripped the CNN announcement of outcome as credibility. The same thing that was said in Freetown. Said, meanwhile, the Democratic opposition has published more than 80% of the tally sheets received directly from polling stations throughout Venezuela. Same thing that APC have done. Marabio's government and ECSL, they have refused to publish the result per polling station or even their RRF form. But meanwhile, Samura Kamara from the opposition party, they have published their RRF form that clearly states that Samura Kamara won the election. Let's carry on reading what happens here. Those tally sheets indicate that Edmundo Gonzalez Urratia received the most votes in this election by an insurmountable margin. That means that the results that they are basically, I'm gonna call it this guy Edmundo Gonzalez RFM states that he won the election by a mile. He won the election by a mile. Independent observers have corroborated this fact, meaning the Carter Center, the NEW, or whatever you call how they have them there. They've also said that, yes, these results are official. They're fact. And this outcome was also supported by election day exit polls and quick counts. In the day since the election, we have consulted widely with partners and allies around the world. And while countries have taken different approach in responding, none have concluded that Nicolas Maduro received the most votes in this election. So what they've done here, the same thing that have happened in SL, after the tripartite committee finished their work, Kate Sullivan took the recommendation where they disagreed here to the UN, and all the allies of different countries, they're all looking into that result right now. That's the same thing that happened in Venezuela as well. After that, they took the investigation to the UN alongside the 80% result that was shown by the opposition leader. And then all the allies of different countries, including the Carter Center, they've all come to a conclusion that Nicolas Maduro did not win the election. Given the overwhelming evidence, it is clear to the United States and most importantly to the Venezuelan people that Edmundo Gonzalez won the most votes in Venezuela during the presidential election. That's the same thing that's going to happen in Sierra Leone. That is the same thing that is going to happen in Sierra Leone. That is the same thing. Bear in mind, Edmundo Gonzalez did not go to court. They didn't step foot in court either. Not a single day. Because if you should have gone to court here, the court should have been the one to make the decision, not the United States of America or the international community. The international community and the USA can only come inside the picture when the opposition leader choose not to go to court. And then they form a tripartite committee to investigate the election, which is exactly what happened in Venezuela. So they didn't go to court, but guess what? The man has got justice. In addition, the United States rejects Maduro's substantive allegation against opposition leader. Maduro and his representative threats to arrest opposition leader, including Edmundo Gonzalez and Maria, are an undemocratic attempt to repress political participation and retain power. That's exactly what a man called Kamara is trying to do in Freetown. Intimidate Samura Kamara, unlawful arrest, so they can retain in power. They're all the same dictators. They're all the same. But it's not going to... If it didn't work out for Maduro, it ain't going to work out for Marabio. And Maduro is way more powerful than Marabio. It's got a bigger country than Marabio. It's got more supporters than Marabio. It's got bigger... It's better than Marabio in every fucking aspect of life. So yeah. So if he's going to get caught and he's not going to get away with it, then Marabio is not going to go over. So yeah. Marabio is the end of you, man. It's the end of the road. So as we carry on reading, it says the safety and security of the democratic opposition leader and members must be protected. All Venezuelans arrested whilst peacefully exercising their rights. It's the exact same thing. Every Venezuelan that was arrested during the electoral process when exercising the rights to vote here must be released. That's exactly what the article is saying right now. It's like the same thing that happened in Freetown. The same thing that if Marabio right now is reading this report here, he'll be fucking shaking. It's like, what is coming for me? If Marabio is reading this report right now, bro, if Marabio or any Marabio supporter is reading this right now, yeah, and you guys still have faith that Marabio is going to carry on to 2028, then you're fucking stupid. Then you have lost your mind. Because Marabio is not going to carry on. If you can actually sit down for a second, read this report, like, the only thing they need to do here, just change Venezuela to Sierra Leone, CNE to ECSL, Maduro to Marabio, and Edmond to Samura Kamara. It looks like this article is basically for Sierra Leone. That's it. Just change Venezuela for Sierra Leone, Edmundo for Samura Kamara, Maduro for Marabio, CNE for ECSL, and this report looks like it was made for Sierra Leone, but it wasn't even for Sierra Leone. Goes to show you that, yeah, Sierra Leone are going to get electoral justice. It's coming. Let's read. So all Venezuelans arrested while peacefully exercising their rights to participate in electoral process or demand transparency in the tabulation announcement of results should be released immediately. Law enforcement and security forces should not become an instrument of political violence whilst against citizens exercising their democratic right. Exactly what Marabio and his people have done in that country. Everyone that talks about the APC or any other political party got arrested for exercising the democratic right of protest. They got arrested. Now, the guy in Venezuela did the same thing. And now they've told him he hasn't won the election. And him and his fucking police officers should make sure by immediate effect they should release anyone that was arrested for doing the right things. And then they said we congratulate. See, now their first congratulation, because remember when the guy won the election here, they did not congratulate him. Now they've not congratulate the actual winner. So we congratulate Edmundo Gonzalez on his successful campaign. Now it's time for the Venezuelan parties to begin discussion on a respectful, peaceful transition in accordance with the Venezuela electoral law. And we wish the people of Venezuela, we fully support the process of re-establishing democratic norm in Venezuela and stand ready to consider a way of blustering in jointly with international partners. Boom. That was a report. That's the news that came from Venezuela. That Edmundo Gonzalez was the rightful winner of the July 28th election in Venezuela. The same thing that happened in Sierra Leone. Same thing that happened in Venezuela. There's no different. There is no different. The president-elect stole the election alongside with his, the ECSL, as they call them, CNEs. They asked, and then the opposition leader said rejected the results, refused to go to court, like Samura Kamara. International community went and get involved. They asked, and then Carter, as I said there, the guy did not win the election. They then asked the CNE, who is the ECSL, to produce the data, refused. Investigation took place. The opposition leader was able to prove his case with result RF form, and then guess what? They called on the president. There is no difference between that and what is currently happening in Sierra Leone. There is literally no difference. It's the exact same thing. The only thing that's different in that report is it's Venezuela. Yeah? It's a different opposition party name. It's a different president, and it's a different neck. Yeah, that's totally different. So my message for Marabio: where are you guys going to go from here? Where are you guys going to go from here? Where? It's the end of the road. The signs are showing every day that it's finished. It's over. It's the end of the road. It's finished. If you are a Marabio supporter and you've seen this report, knowing that ECSL still are yet to produce the data, knowing that the Qatar Center have refused Marabio, knowing that Samura Kamara has produced proof that he won the election, and you still believe that Marabio is going to carry on, something is drastically wrong with you, and you're fucking stupid. Take it from me. That's my first message. My second message today, like I told you guys, I don't really talk about people on my audios, and this is going to be the first time and the last time I'm ever going to talk about a particular person. And that individual is the guy called CD Tunes. I've been very unfortunate to listen to your audio, and I'm quite... Like, your audio literally exposed you. You see, your audio, where you came to come and defend your innocence, that you are not involved in selling the people of Freetown, literally exposed you. Because in your audio, basically, the point of your audio is that, you are not the one that started it. Samura Kamara started it. You just follow suit. Cool. First of all, I didn't even believe a thing you said. Because everything you said was fabricated. It wasn't true. Because it wasn't true. Everyone that's got common sense can see you lying through your teeth. But let's say, for example, you was right. Yes, you're right. Samura Kamara did say Malabi should carry on. Samura Kamara was the bad guy. Yes, you're right. Because one thing you should know is that Mr. Sidiya Tunis, right? APC is not Samura Kamara. It's not a one-man party. APC is bigger than Samura Kamara. It's bigger than you, than everyone. APC has been there before Samura Kamara, and it's going to be there after. It has been there before you, and it's going to be there after. So if you actually are a genuine person that cares about the people of Sierra Leone, that cares about the country as a large, you love that country, and you find out that there's a specific individual in a party that's trying to undermine democracy, why will you join him? Because they are doing it. You're going to do it as well. You should say to yourself, I'm not going to let this man fuck up democracy. I don't care if he's a president. I don't care if he's the leader or the flag bearer. But if he's out here trying to endorse a president that failed to win an election, something that's going to fuck us up in the next election, we as young politicians, we should stand up and fight. Did you do that? No, you didn't do it. You refused to do it. You refused. Instead, you're going to a different station saying that, the elections are done and dusted. You should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. It's fucking disgraceful. If you really care about the people of the country, you love your political party, you're there because you love the APC. I don't give a fuck, It could be Samura Kamara. It could be anyone that say, Marabio should carry on. You should not join the party. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't give a fuck. Trust me. If I love my country, and I love and I'm into politics, and I've got a long career in politics, and then one man tried to fuck up the whole thing for me, bro, I'm not joining you. I'm rebelling against you. Did you rebel against us? No, you didn't. Because you're lying. Now, but talking, let's say, for example, yeah, the reason why you choose to follow suit is because he's your leader, right? Because he's the man in charge. You don't want to disrespect him. You feel like, yeah, because they said that you guys should forget about it. That's why you also join the queue as well. Now, cool. Let's say, for example, that was the reason why you didn't rebel. But the same leader, yeah, that went and said, yeah, Marabio should carry on, according to you, has now come up plainly in several occasions. He has made it clear that, yeah, the elections are not over until they're over. He has literally stood in front of Marabio's face and told him that, my broski, these elections are still ongoing. He has done so many interviews. He has done so many speech, so many write-up of how he's fighting for the people of the country. So if he was once someone that said, yeah, Marabio should carry, and now he has taken a tone, he has now said that we should fight for electoral reform, why haven't you done the same thing? Why? Why are you still there? So, according to you, you guys wanted him to be the president, right? But he came and said, yeah, Mara should carry on. So because of that, you guys also want Marabi to carry on. Now that same person has now come here and turned a new leaf. Why didn't you guys take the same step? Because if you choose to stay there, guess what he has made you guys look like? A fucking traitors, dickheads. And I will never let no one make me look like a dickhead. I wouldn't. If Samura Kamara was my leader, yeah, and then he came and said, yeah, oh, let's forget about the election and move on. And then I said, cool, you know what, because he's the leader, let's do it like that. And then the same leader came and said, no, let's fight for justice. Do you think I'm going to allow him to fight alone? I'm going to join him because I know that, yeah, if I don't join him, yeah, and I stay back there, I'll look like the bad guy. So common sense, I'll go and join him and fight the fight. So with your logic here, you still a fucking dickhead, Sidi Atunes. You're still a fucking prick. Honest to God, you're a stupid moron. So let's say, for example, here, what you said was the truth. You still look bad. You still look bad. You still look bad. You still look bad. If what you said was the truth, which wasn't even the truth, because there was never a time when Samura Kamara ever undermined democracy. He never said to you guys that Marabi should carry on. He never said that to you. You're fucking lying. You're fabricating lies. And even though you're lying, you still make yourself look like a twat. You still look bad. You claim that, yeah, Samura Kamara said that, yeah, Marabi should carry on. According to you. They should forget about everything. So because of that, yeah, you guys start endorsing Marabio. But now that same Samura Kamara has now come back and said, yeah, no, it's not over until it's over. Why didn't you now follow that same Samura Kamara and start speaking the same language you're speaking? But instead, you're talking about there's not going to be any more reruns. The elections are over. 2028. Like, bro, you're a fucking moron. And you have the audacity to go onto national radio or TV station and then start defending yourself. Bro, I don't care if you're right or you're wrong. You still make yourself look like a prick. Your interview you granted has only gone and exposed you that, yeah, you don't love the people of that country, that you're very selfish, you care about yourself. It's like you want Marabi to carry on so bad that, yeah, when Samura Kamara, according to you, when he came and said that Marabi carry, it's like that was your escape goat. That was your escape. I'll go, yes, I've been waiting for this opportunity. Now I cannot endorse Marabi to carry on and said it was Samura Kamara. Yes. But no, he has backfired on you. He has backfired, bro. He's backfired drastically. It's embarrassing. It's disgraceful movement. It makes you look a prick. Honest to God, bro. It does. It does. Why would you? If someone like Kamara said, put your hand in the fire, you won't do it, bro. You won't do it, you fucking dickhead. So because Samura Kamara, according to you, because Samura Kamara came and said, yeah, let's fuck up democracy, you join him in it. So basically, you're no good either. You're not good. So basically, we can't even trust you. So we can't even trust you in the city iTunes. So because Samura Kamara said, yeah, let's fuck up democracy, you think it was right to join him to fuck up democracy, right? Is he the one that owns the party? So are you not thinking about your future in the party as well, that if you guys endorse Marabi to carry into 2020, then you're fucked. You're fucked for life, bro. Are you not thinking about that? Why didn't you say, no, I'm not going to allow this to happen? It's not going to happen. I know you're the flag bearer. I know you're the leader of the party. I know you're the president elected But if you are not going to fight for this victory, I'm going to fight for it. Not because I want to be the president, but because of I want there to be justice. Because tomorrow again, this might happen to my own child. Why didn't you say that? But instead, you went on joining to undermine democracy, according to you. And when that same man that you claim undermine democracy is now come out playing, is now fighting for democracy, why didn't you join him to fight the same fight? Why? CD, why? Why? You are a disgrace to the APC, bro. You're a disgrace to Sarah. You're a disgrace to your mom and your dad, bro. It's a shame. It's shameful, man. It's just shameful. It's crazy, man. Your interview made you look bad. Even if you said, yeah, Samura Kamara was at fault, you still look bad. Regardless of how you try to twist that, you still look bad. Because you fail to stand for your people. You fail to stand for the political party you claim you love, that you're part of. You fail to stand for them. You fail to protect the people's vote. Samura Kamara is not the only one that's in part of APC, man. If he cannot protect the votes, why can't you guys protect it? Shows that you guys are very selfish and greedy. Just because you're not the one that's a flag bearer or the one that's a leader, you don't give a fuck about the leader. Selfish people. Selfish people. So that's my message for City Tunis. And also for Marabio and his people. The fight is over, guys. It's done. It's finished. If what can happen in Venezuela happened there, I'm betting my life, the same thing will definitely happen in Sweden. Just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. I'm telling you, bro. I will not be doubt. I mean, I will not be surprised, yeah, if the same report, yeah, came on from NATO next week. They dropped the same report that the USA have recognized Samura Kamara as the president of Sweden. I will not be shocked. Because there is no difference. Marabio and ECSL are yet to bring any substantial evidence to prove they won the election. While Samura Kamara, they have brought us 75% of their proof. So it's the same thing. It's done. Yeah. Thank you for listening to my audio. Share this audio everywhere and yeah, let it go far away. Thank you for listening and have a fantastic rest of the day. Goodbye.